Today we're going to draw Togepi. Brayden, tell us a little bit about Togepi.
Togepi is a fairy type full of happiness. If treated kindly, they may give their trainer good luck.
All right. Well, we only need 6 colored pencils for this drawing. We need blue, pink, tan, red, yellow, and black. And we're gonna start with blue. We're gonna draw the whole Togepi drawing in blue. And we're not gonna use an eraser, so if we mess up, we're just gonna draw a line again. So the first thing we're gonna do is, Togepi's in a shell, right? He's busting out of his shell.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a big circle, but we're not gonna close the circle at the top. So notice how I'm drawing some light lines first. So just do some light lines and try to make it as round as you can. And then see how I left the top of the circle off? Yeah, there we go. All right, so the crack in the shell, I'm gonna do a little curve, kind of like a big smiley face. Try to center it, yeah, on the top of that circle. Good. So then I'm gonna do these big, sharp, like cracks where the shell is cracked, and they're just spikes. They're kind of like little triangles, and they're all gonna be a little bit different. Maybe some are taller, some are shorter, and they're gonna go up to the edge of the circle on both sides. So there is the big cracked shell. And then for his head, let's find the middle of the circle and go up. And let's see, about there. See the distance between here and here? It's a little less than the distance between this crack and the bottom. So that's gonna be just put a little dot there. That's gonna be the top of his head. So he has sort of this triangular shaped head. So it's kind of gonna be the top of a triangle, but you're not gonna close off the bottom of the triangle. There you go. And then his arms are curved. It's kind of like a curved triangle. So you curve it out away from him, and then the other one's the opposite. Yeah, curve it out and then end it right here. Yeah, there you go. And the other one's the opposite. So you curve it away from him and then end it at the very top on the side of the shell. Those are his excited arms. You said he's always happy. Good. All right, so from the top of his head, let's put our colored pencil on the top of his head. Go down like this. Oh, you're ahead of me a little bit. You're jumping ahead. So the back, behind his head, there's this like curve like that. All right, and then back here, there's another, kind of like the shape of his head again. Back here, so that section between his head and his arm, and then the other side too. It's kind of like a curved triangle. Yeah, so there's 2 of those, one on each side of his head, in between his arm and his head. So let's go ahead and give him his mouth. So about halfway from the shell here to here, so it's about right here, we're gonna draw a little line. So it's gonna be an upside down triangle. The lead of my pencil just fell out. I'm gonna switch colors. Okay, so it's a big upside down triangle. That's his open mouth. And then his eyes, this is the fun part. There's these little ovals. They're kind of skinny ovals, but they're leaning away from each other. It gives them a lot of personality. And then these little ovals on the inside, these are gonna be the highlights. that will leave white in the end. So those are his eyes, and then underneath he's got these little lines that curve, following the curve of his eyes. So just little lines on the bottom. And then let's give him his little feet down here. So these are again gonna be kind of like ovals. And then his other little foot is coming out. We both made his feet a little big, but that's all right. And then here, this kind of splits his foot, kind of like his little toes. It's a curve. Yep, there we go. And then what we need to do is the little designs on his shell. Actually, no, let's do his arm. I think these are his arms actually sticking out. I said these were his arms, but those aren't his arms, are they? That's part of his face. That whole thing's part of his face, isn't it? These are his arms. So his arms are sticking out of the shell.
Yeah, it's like, those are not the arms.
I was wrong, yes.
Yeah.
These are his arms down here, sticking out of the shell.
Yeah.
All right, so then we can do the designs on his shell. So there's a big triangle in the middle of his shell with kind of curved edges too. They're not that pointy or jagged. And then on the inside of that triangle, you draw another triangle. And then over here, we're gonna do one. And Brayden's always ahead of me. Always 2 steps ahead.
Oh my.
So there's all the designs have a shape and then the same shape on the inside of that shape. And then I forgot in his mouth, there's a little, let's draw his little tongue.
So can you stop?
His little tongue.
My brother and my dad are on the other side of the table doing it.
Yeah, we're gonna have four Togepi drawings in the end. That's exciting, isn't it? All right, so now go ahead and grab your black colored pencil.
Where's my black?
All right, let's let Owen catch up.
I can't find
Oh, your black's right here.
Oh.
You get to use the fun one.
Not that fun.
All right, so now we're just gonna go over all of our lines and darken. This is where, you know, if you made a little mistake with the blue colored pencil, you can kind of clean it up a little bit and fix any of your lines if you need to. But now we're just gonna darken these lines. All right, so now we've traced all of our lines, and let's go ahead and get the coloring. So we can start with yellow. You can do the designs on his shell. Those are blue and red.
Okay, wow, we're done with our Togepis. This is our first video. Make sure to subscribe. Bye.